Late at night, in the eerie imperial prison, the frail woman, hoisted up, suppressed the metallic taste of blood filling her mouth, biting her already mangled lips, and endured another whistling lash of the whip.
Damn it. This wench can really take a beating.
Brother Dachin, if we keep tormenting her like this, will it work? After all, she is the daughter of General Song.
You're just a coward, kid. This wench is the assassin who publicly attacked the first prince. General Song can barely protect himself now. Even if she dies, no one will care.
Big Brother always sees things clearly. Big Brother, she is going to die anyway. Why not let your little brother have some fun first?
The short jailer stepped forward eagerly. Clutching the woman, the tattered ghost ripped downwards.
Enough! Get lost!
The heavy door clanged open, revealing a middle-aged man in jailer's uniform. He walked in, cursing.
Who dares to lay a hand on her? Li Lao'er, is your damn head filled with piss and shit?
Old man, this woman is incredibly stubborn. That is why, I thought we'd try a different approach. To see if we could get her to talk.
What nonsense are you spouting? Someone's here to visit the prisoner.
The leading figure was a young man, with a face like polished jade and a slender build.
Yes, it is the second prince.
The jailer chief quickly led the other two to kneel in greeting.
The second prince is of noble status. How could your highness grace such a vile place? If your highness has any business, you could simply send your servants to inquire.
There is no harm in being here. Interrogating a criminal is important. Why speak of filth? The woman inside is my Princess Consort's sister. I've come today to bid my sister farewell. I trust you gentlemen can appreciate this deep sisterly affection, and won't go speaking carelessly about it, will you?
Her Royal Highness, the Princess Consort, is truly devoted and righteous. It truly fills your humble servants with admiration. Your Royal Highness, rest assured, your humble servants saw nothing today.
You and your men may withdraw for now. I have matters to attend to.
After the jailer chief repeatedly assented, Prince Song Chuyan had his guards wait outside. The petite woman was then led into the interrogation room.
Oh, you've come.
You've come. They couldn't get anything out of me. I have kept our agreement.
Princess Consort Song Chuyan looked at the scarred face. A sinister glint flashed in his eyes. She frowned, but remained silent.
Fourth sister, your devotion to my husband and me is truly profound. As your elder sister, how could I ever repay you? Why are you here? Though we share different mothers. I am still your third sister. Now I'm taking a grave risk to visit you, an assassin who tried to murder a prince. You, fourth sister, should be grateful.
Enough of your false pity. You're just here to gloat, aren't you? Once I get out of here, I'll expose your true colors.
Get out at a time like this.
You still think you can escape?
You are the assassin who publicly attacked the first prince. The evidence against you is irrefutable.
What makes you think you can still get out? Brother, Shuan promised that if this fails, he would find a way to get me out.
To be this hopelessly infatuated is truly touching. Mo Dongxue, if you weren't of some use, with your lowly status,
how could you ever catch His Highness's eye?
I originally planned to use you to eliminate the first prince.
I never imagined you'd be so useless. Shut up, my prince! Brother Yi, tell me, this crazy woman is spouting nonsense. What she said is all lies, isn't it?
Your Highness, now it seems, only if you speak yourself, can you truly shatter this wretch's delusions.
Dong Xu, this prince knows of your deep devotion, but this incident is of grave importance. My imperial brother already suspects this prince. If you are truly loyal, then end your own life.
You actually want me dead? So you've been lying to me all along.
Song Chuyan remained silent. His lips pressed tightly.
So, from beginning to end, I was merely a pawn in others' hands.
Enough of your rambling. If you wish to avoid suffering, then end your own life.
Kill me to silence me. Aren't you afraid this matter will be exposed? The eldest prince is naturally suspicious. He will surely investigate this to the very end.
Rest assured, no matter how you die, your death will be framed as a suicide out of fear of your crimes.
No, I won't let you succeed. Even if I die, I'll drag you down with me.
Guards! I will expose you! The second prince is afraid! I'll expose the truth about the eldest prince's assassination! She's mad! Quick, do
Quiet! Don't let her make a sound!
Song Chuyan gritted his teeth and waved for the two guards outside to come in.
Try to minimize her suffering.
The two nodded, acknowledging the order. One covered her mouth, while others raised their daggers, fiercely stabbing into her heart. Inside a brightly lit mansion, a sinister man in red robes reclined on a soft couch.
Song Chuyan has made his move.
Reporting. Master, your subordinate personally witnessed the second prince, bringing men into the imperial prison.
It seems my second brother has lost his patience.
The man's slender fingers drifted to his aching chest, as that fierce yet delicate young face appeared in his mind.
Few indeed can wound this king. What a pity for that fourth miss. Inform my subordinates to begin the operation. I will never let them go unpunished.
Mo Dongshui struggled to open her eyes, but her head felt as if it had been struck by a stone.
Such pain! Fourth miss! Fourth miss! You're awake!
Mama Liu was the one who watched her grow up from childhood. Mama Liu, but didn't she die of illness 2 years ago? How can she be here?
It is this old servant. Fourth miss. Are you feeling unwell anywhere?
Mama Liu, how can you be here? Didn't you shield me?
That is fine then.
The underworld of Yin Kao.
On the road to Yellow Springs. At least we'll have company.
Baba, what underworld of Yin Kao? What road to Yellow Springs? This is the general's mansion.
The old woman, her eyes full of distress, touched the young lady's forehead.
Indeed, she still has some fever. No wonder the young lady is delirious from the fever. This old servant should quickly invite a physician to come and examine you here in the general's mansion.
Mo Dongshu frowned. Only then did she realize this place was her own room.
Mama Liu, I'm still alive.
Fourth miss, why are you still speaking such dejected words? You are profoundly blessed and are destined to live a long life. This old servant knows that better than anyone, even if there are disagreements between you and third miss, you would certainly not deliberately push third miss into the water. The general questioned you so harshly. He was also misled by the eldest lady and third miss. If only you had explained things clearly. How could you have fallen into that mother and daughter's trap? The general was truly ruthless to have actually whipped you so many times.
The more Mo Dongshu listened, the more something felt amiss. The third Miss Mama Liu spoke of was Mo Qiushuang. She also remembered all that Mama Liu said. She remembered the Dragon Boat Festival 3 years ago, after Mo Qiushuang threw herself into the water and framed her. Her general father, without allowing her to explain, severely whipped her with a riding crop. If not for her martial arts and inner strength, half her life would have been lost.
How could I be here? Why is Mama Liu, who should have long since passed, here? How could what happened 3 years ago be happening again? Could it be?
A thought flashed through Mo Dongshu's mind. She sat up abruptly.
Mama Liu!
What year is it now?
My lady, it is the 14th year of Kang Le.
Kang Le is the current empress reign title. But when she was conspired against and killed by that vile couple, it was already the 17th year of Kang Le's. In other words, not only did Mo Dongshu die and come back to life, she also returned to 3 years ago.
Heaven is just.
Heaven is just.
Song Chuyan, Shu Shuang, since heaven has brought me back from the dead, you will never live a peaceful life. All that suffering, I will repay it to you tenfold.
Fourth miss, my lady, what happened to you?
Mama Liu, don't worry. Not only am I fine now, I've never felt this good. Mama Liu, please fetch me a mirror.
Mama Liu complied, raising the bronze mirror. She carefully observed the young reflection in it. The woman reflected was indeed her own innocent appearance from 3 years ago.
Fourth miss.
Fourth miss, you're awake. I am quite all right. You've been troubled these past few days.
It is all Cure's fault. If Cure hadn't gone back for clothes, but stayed by your side, this wouldn't have happened. My lady, please punish me, your servant. There is indeed truth to what you say. If you hadn't insisted on taking me to the lake for a stroll, then I wouldn't have met Mo Chushuang. If I didn't know you better, I would certainly suspect this was all a conspiracy between you. Fourth miss! My lady, you mustn't wrongfully accuse your servant. Your servant has always been loyal to you, my lady. My timid girl, look at your courage. I was merely joking.
She signaled Mama Liu on the side to help her up.
Of course, I believe you. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep you by my side. Why be so nervous? By the way, when your servant went to the kitchen for medicine, I heard that the first prince and the second prince will be visiting our estate soon. The staff in master's quarters are already tidying up.
Koyar, why bring up the second prince at a time like this? Mama Liu.
Your servant didn't think much of it. I just heard that the third young lady, having received the news, has already begun to dress up in her finest. Your servant is just upset for you, miss. The third young lady must surely be planning to rush over to steal the limelight. Miss, the second prince will also be here. You know, why don't we go and take a look?
It was precisely these words that I fell for in my previous life. Just impulsively run over and stir things up, only to make a fool of myself once again.
The two princes are of esteemed status. Their joint visit must certainly be to discuss important matters with father. It would be too reckless for us to go. But the third young lady will still go. Are you really just going to let her be alone with the second prince?
Usually, all it takes is a little fanning of the flames, and the springless fourth young lady would take the bait. But today, Mo Dongshu seems a little abnormal.
Why is Koyar still gossiping so much? What their relationship is. What does that have to do with our young lady?
Nanny Liu, Queer has a point. Help me get changed. I want to go and see the commotion myself. Since someone went to such great lengths to lure me into their scheme, if you don't go, wouldn't I be letting down their elaborate efforts?
After getting ready, Mo Dongshu stood before the bronze mirror, studying the young figure reflected within.
She truly resembles mother.
I can't let third miss snatch what is rightfully mine.
How could Mo Dongshu not see through her petty schemes? But at this very moment, she also longed to see the enemy who killed her in her past life. So she set off.
Well, look who it is. So it is fourth sister. Has fourth sister changed her ways after father's whipping? I thought you'd wear drab black mourning clothes for the rest of your life.
Third sister, your words lack consideration. You say I wear mourning clothes. Are you implying I'm cursing our family elders?
Mo Dongshu walked up to the young woman, pausing to gaze at the woman who had killed her in her past life.
Now, among the family elders, aside from father, there is only your mother, third sister. Who do you think those mourning clothes of mine are for? Then,
this is no place for you. Get out of here.
I should be asking you, third sister, where am I supposed to go then?
Mo Dongshu, 你放肆! Presumptuous! You are as base as your shameless mother. How dare you compare yourself to me?
There was a faint sound of footsteps outside the door.
Third sister, are you getting carried away with your act? If that is how it is, I'll play along with you.
Go away! Don't touch me with your filthy hands!
Fourth miss!
It wasn't me! She came up to me herself!
What is going on? What kind of ruckus are you two sisters causing here? Disturbing our distinguished guests. Do you think you can bear the consequences?
Standing beside her were the two most favored princes of Kangyu Kingdom. Lying on the ground, Mo Dongshu sneered inwardly. She had just raised her eyes when they met a pair of dark phoenix eyes intently observing her. Song Choi was looking at her. In her previous life, she had attempted to assassinate this very man and failed, which led to her imprisonment in the imperial dungeon.
For the imperial princess to witness.
There is no need for apologies. General Mo, my imperial brother, and I are perfectly fine. You should rather attend to your two daughters.
Yes, what are you two doing here? Making such a disgraceful spectacle of yourselves. Chu Shuo, what have you done to Dongxu?
No. This daughter didn't push her.
Even at a time like this, how can you still lie so brazenly?
You old servant! How dare you spout such nonsense! It was clearly Mo Dongshu, the shameless hussy, who deliberately provoked me.
Stronger, how can you speak like that about your sister?
Father, your daughter did not mean to.
Father, please don't blame third sister. It was your daughter who fell by herself. It is not third sister's fault.
Mo Chushuang gazed at her with a stunned expression. She couldn't fathom what scheme Mo Dongshu was truly hatching.
You fell on your own.
Yes, father. Your daughter truly fell on her own just now. Today, with the two imperial princes gracing our general's estate, it is a tremendous honor. We should not allow trivial matters to leave a poor impression on their imperial highnesses.
Only good children leave a bad impression.
She understands the importance of the larger picture. Your father was too harsh on you earlier. Father's love runs deep.
And his reproaches are severe. Your daughter understands in her heart that you do it all for my own
Sure, being so sensible and understanding of the bigger picture.
Your father is deeply comforted as his gaze fell upon his other daughter.
His gaze grew increasingly stern. Shuang'er, you have disappointed me greatly.
Now, hurry back to your own courtyard and reflect properly, father. Clearly, it was this Miss Modongshiu who framed me.
How can you blindly take her side without distinguishing right from wrong? Wait a moment.
I can see clearly who is in the right and who is in the wrong.
What other excuses do you have? Now, withdraw at once. Mo Qushuang wanted to argue further,
but was swiftly escorted away by an observant maid. Presumably, father and the two imperial princes have important matters to discuss.
Then your daughter shall take her leave. As she passed the main gate,
Mo Dongxu curtsied to the two imperial princes, who had been silently observing the drama. Greetings, your imperial highnesses.
Greetings, your royal highnesses.
Fourth Miss, there is no need for such formality. Your health is what truly matters.
Thank you for your concern. Second prince, I shall take my leave now.
With that, she departed without waiting for a response from the other party.
It seems not all ladies fall for your charm, second brother. A heartthrob like you, second brother must be disheartened.
Imperial brother truly enjoys jesting. How dare this prince presume to be anything great before you? Imperial brother. If Imperial brother so wished, let alone women, I fear the entire realm would be yours.
Such words are not to be joked about. If they were to spread, others might think second brother is deliberately trying to frame this prince.
Imperial brother exaggerates. This prince had no such intention.
It is best that way.
Song Chai sneered. Taking long strides, he led the way inside.
In that woman's eyes, Song Choi was clearly insidious. This fourth miss of General Mo's residence is quite intriguing.
As the moon climbed above the willow tips, General Mo, indeed, went to his youngest daughter's chambers to visit Mo Dongxu. She knew in her heart that her father, the general, was not a bad person at heart. But in her previous life, he had been blinded by those with ill intentions.
Has the wound been redressed?
Your daughter has caused father to worry. Yes. The medicine has been reapplied, and additionally, the physician prescribed some herbal decoctions. I believe it won't be long before this minor injury will fully heal.
Your father. Haven't seen you smile in a long time. If your mother were still alive.
Alas. Ultimately, I truly failed your mother.
In fact, when mother was still alive, she spoke more than once about her and father's past together. I, your daughter, could feel her deep love for you, father. Indeed. Before this, I was thoughtless. From now on, I will live my life well, carrying mother's love for you.
I will absolutely never make father sad or upset again.
My good child, I owe you and your mother so much. I will certainly make it up to you both in the future.
Between father and daughter, as family, why speak of making amends? All that matters is for our family to be harmonious. These past few years, I have learned many skills from my master. Once I'm at my best, I must spar with you, father.
That master did say you were a rare martial arts prodigy back then. I, your father, would also like to witness it myself. How formidable can a little girl like you truly be? Don't tell me you're exaggerating.
Father, do not underestimate me. You must have heard the saying, a tiger father begets no dog daughter, haven't you? Your daughter has General Mo's blood flowing in her veins.
Little girl, you truly have some of your father's spirit. Now, this is truly my daughter.
Is this truly praising your daughter? You're clearly just praising yourself.
Hostility pervades Qingzhou Garden. The entire room is filled with shattered porcelain fragments.
Mother, you must have heard the news that was brought back, right? Father actually had such a pleasant conversation with Mo Dongxu. That shameless wretch definitely did it on purpose. Just like her lowly mother, she is so good at feigning pity. Is father's judgment clouded with age?
Do you truly believe Shuang'er would just mind her words? Is your father someone you can casually speak ill of? You've smashed just about enough of my things here. Surely your anger must have subsided a bit by now. Come here and sit down.
Mo Qiushuang pouted. Grudgingly, she sat down beside her mother.
Oh, you. When will you ever learn to control that temper of yours? If he found out you're so impatient, that would truly be playing right into his hands. You've only suffered such a small setback. Yet you can't bear it.
But father actually restricted Mudong-shu this time. And yet you're still so resentful.
It is nothing more than the typical vying for attention among young ladies. You've only faced such a small setback, yet you can't even handle it. What kind of future can you expect then?
Mother, father's attitude was very strict today. Do you think you'll never like your daughter again?
Silly girl, your father has always doted on you the most. How could he possibly hold such a small matter against you? Mother will pave the way for you tonight. Tomorrow you go and admit your mistake to your father, and this matter will be over. As for that girl, Mo Dongshu, we'll have plenty of opportunities to deal with her later.
The early summer of the Kangyo Kingdom, in the quiet woods outside the capital, where only gentle breezes should stir. A storm of blood now raged. Black-clad figures wearing hideous masks expertly tightened their encirclement, surrounded the scattered few in the field. The burly men, now cornered, all wore grim expressions, back to back tightly, shielding a figure in red.
How dare you try to strike down our lord? Do none of you value your lives?
Brothers, don't let him intimidate you. They've already been poisoned and won't last much longer. Just get the mobile phone from the one in the middle, and we'll be set, my lord.
Please heed your humble servant's words. This time, soon, we few subordinates will combine our strength to carve a path out, even if we perish. We must help our lord break through.
It is no use. Their target is clearly this king. Even if I break out now, this king won't get far.
Brothers, charge! Let's get that dog prince's mobile phone!
In the nick of time, several flying daggers whistled through the air, striking down many of the assailants.
What is happening?
Song Chuye and his companions were also greatly surprised by this sudden turn of events.
Who is this meddling fool? And how dare you ambush my man? Do you have a death wish?
My grandpa was buried ages ago, and by now his bones are probably dust. So, which grandpa might you be?
As her words fell, a slender figure clad in black slowly emerged from behind a large tree. Her face was likewise hidden behind a fierce ghoulish mask. Song Chuye thus scrutinized the slender figure, narrowing his eyes slightly.
My lord, they dress the same. Could they be working together?
If they are from the same group, why put on such a show?
Damn it! It is bad enough that our clothes clash, but even our masks match. Seriously, what is the point of wearing masks and acting all mysterious? You're clearly nothing but a bunch of petty rogues.
The men in black exchanged bewildered glances and collectively thought, is she out of her mind?
Where did this madwoman come from? Who has time to listen to your nonsense here? Let me ask you, was it you who ambushed my brothers just now?
Oh, my dear sir, this little sneak attack is hardly worth mentioning. Compared to your despicable deeds, mine pales in comparison. At least you and I, when it comes to choosing masks, share a common aesthetic. On account of that, I, this lady, will spare your lives. Before I regret it, quickly pick up your companions and get lost.
Song Kui couldn't help but laugh out loud.
What are you laughing at?
What is wrong with laughing?
Wretch is barely clinging to life. How dare you mock me? Bring that woman to me to be dealt with.
You've got excellent taste. Big brother, I'm taking you for myself. Oh, let's not waste words with him. Though this person is not well regarded, today I must protect him. Since you disagree, then we shall witness true skill. Don't worry about how it sounds. If word gets out, come, attack together. I have pig trotters stewing at home. If I return late, I'll miss them.
Those men in black were no ordinary folk. Song Chuye believed the woman would be at a disadvantage. Little did he expect the woman, wielding her soft sword, to remain unfazed in the encirclement. The soft sword whirled with increasing speed, eventually leaving after images in its wake. It flew up and down around her like a silver dragon, coiling left and right. In an instant, several men in black were already injured.
Leader, this woman's kung fu could definitely rank among Jungle's elite.
The so-called top 10 masters of Jungle are nothing but empty titles, mere showmanship. Since this woman can save us, it shows she is a friend, not an enemy. If we can win her over and utilize her, she will undoubtedly prove invaluable in the future.
Wait, stop. Lady, your martial arts are superb. We are no match for you. No more fighting.
A wise man submits to circumstances. And this big brother with good taste is also a sensible fellow.
It seems heaven doesn't want us brothers to get rich today. I thank you, lady, for your mercy.
The leader, still panting, cupped his hands in respect. Then he gathered the uninjured few and led the wounded away.
Lady, why do you just let them go like that?
These are all assassins who tried to kill our master!
You, my unsightly friend, if you're not satisfied, you are free to catch them yourself. So why complain to me, ugly and troublesome?
Her mask with its stark black and white eyes glared at Song Hui again.
Your esteemed highness, the grand prince, this humble maiden is your savior now, isn't she?
Naturally, I, this prince, am deeply grateful for your rescue, my lady. If you have any requests, feel free to state them, and I shall do my utmost to fulfill them.
Oh, I certainly have a request, but allow me to consider it. Just remember this, Grand Prince, you owe me your life.
My lady, have you ever met me before? You seem to hold a certain prejudice against me.
Your highness is beating around the bush. Don't you simply wish to know my identity? I'll give you 4 words. No comment. Just remember that I am your savior. These lying on the ground are all your highness's personal guards. They died so tragically. Yet, you don't even bat an eye. It seems the rumors circulating about you among the common folk are indeed true.
It was their duty. To die for me, this prince, can be considered a worthy death. It seems, my lady, you harbor a deep prejudice against this prince. I suppose if I were to ask why you came to my rescue, you wouldn't tell me.
He is not foolish after all.
The woman didn't linger. She turned and left, and as she passed Song Hui, she softly uttered 3 words.
Song Chuyan.
The second prince, Song Chuyan. What remarkable qinggong. Song Chaoyai's eyes burned as he watched the woman vanish. His heart was greatly shaken. She had just told him that the mastermind behind his assassination was his so-called good younger brother.
Master, I just sent a signal. The shadows will arrive shortly. Should I send someone to follow that woman?
No need, since she revealed herself.
It means we will likely encounter those assassins who escaped.
Notify the shadows to intercept and eliminate them. Capture 2 alive.
And spare no one else.
To attack my people and still expect to live. That is utterly delusional. As for his dear second brother, the day will come when I settle all scores, new and old. Mo Dongshi of the general's residence was shirtless, allowing Liu Momo to apply cooling ointment to her back.
4th miss, what on earth did you go and do? A proper young lady like you, if you don't recuperate properly, I'm afraid you'll be left with scars.
I didn't do much. Just took the time to save a few lives.
Mo Dongshi was still replaying various moments involving Song Chuyan in her mind. She chuckled aloud as she thought about it.
That was truly satisfying.
In her previous life, Song Chuyan was also ambushed on this very day. She heard that he was rescued by a wandering Taoist priest at that time. Later, after receiving intensive medical care, and only after many twists and turns was his life barely saved.
So you were saving people, were you? Go on. Just lie to this old servant. Well, it is your own body, miss. If you don't recuperate properly, I'm afraid you won't even find a good match later on.
As heaven witnessed, all injured areas were thoroughly covered with ointment. Then Mama Liu took a thin blanket and covered the young lady.
This old servant heard that Qingzhu Yuan has already begun looking for a suitable match for the 3rd young lady. Madam has been taking the 3rd young lady to various social gatherings these past few days. They've even been to the palace twice. And you're the same age as the 3rd young lady. And you're also 16 this year. It is precisely the time to find a husband.
Oh, Momo. My dear Momo, please spare me. What happens with Mo Chuang has nothing to do with me. Let's talk about something else instead.
How could Mo Dongshu not know that? Mama Liu is only looking out for herself. But having already died once, she had no desire to consider such matters again.
My father has been with His Majesty at the Imperial Mausoleum performing rites for several days now, and Xiao Zhou should be back this evening. Mama Liu, please help me get ready. We'll go pay our respects to father shortly.
Miss, the general hasn't sent word of his return. How do you know the general is returning?
Heaven's secrets must not be revealed, and with the sun in this state,
how could that old emperor still be concerned with prayers?
The general's face appears rather grim. Does something trouble him?
What else could it be? It must be about the assassination of the eldest prince.
It is a matter of imperial concern, so I cannot say much. Indeed, there is no place like one's own home. It is still most comfortable at home.
General, such words must not be uttered. You were accompanying His Majesty to the Imperial Mausoleum to pray for blessings this time. If these words were to be spread by someone with ulterior motives, they might think you hold a grudge against His Majesty.
Madam, you speak too gravely. Every single person here are all my own kin. What talk is there of outsiders? I am merely airing my grievances within my own home. Before I knew it, the two girls have also reached a marriageable age. This time, I, your father... I must keep my eyes sharp, and absolutely cannot let you be as willful as you are.
General, bringing this matter up so suddenly, could it be that someone is inquiring about our daughters, or perhaps Shuang'er?
I knew I couldn't keep it from you, madam, before I returned. Minister Guo specifically sought me out. He hinted strongly that His Majesty intends to select consorts for the eldest prince and second prince in the near future.
General, do you mean His Majesty also intends to form a marital alliance with us?
From what Minister Guo said, indeed, that seems to be his intention. After all, both princes are no longer young. To enter the royal household is indeed a great honor, but the future will bring countless hardships.
General, this would be the supreme glory for our family. You must not hesitate.
I am a proper legitimate daughter. When princes choose their consorts, they naturally look for someone whose status is befitting of them. Mo Dongshuan, being a concubine's daughter,
Stands no chance against me. Still, it is too early to discuss these matters. This matter won't be settled in an instant. Tomorrow, the Empress will host a banquet in the palace to entertain the court officials and their female family members. Madam, take the two girls to join in the festivities.
A cold sneer played on Mo Dongshu's lips.
Very good. It is time for the wheel of fortune to turn.
Later that afternoon on the second day, Mo Dongshu followed her nobly, an elegantly dressed stepmother and sister, as the three entered the splendid imperial palace. Her Majesty the Empress was resting in the pavilion, so Meng Ziyan led the two girls to pay their respects.
Dispense with the formalities. Rise quickly.
The Empress then bade the three to be seated.
This Empress has seen Shuang'er before. This child, whether in appearance or conduct, is truly exceptional. Little did I know, your household also harbors another delicate young lady. As expected, the young ladies from the General's manor are all truly exceptional.
It is merely that this humble servant is too lowly. We are far from comparing to the princesses. You two girls quickly thank Her Majesty for her generous praise of Chu Shuang.
Thank your Majesty for your praise. It is your Majesty who is truly captivating. A mother to all under heaven. Before your Majesty, we can only feel ashamed of our own inadequacy.
Shuang'er's clever tongue always knows how to please this Empress. Madam has indeed taught her well. I wonder which talented young man will be worthy of our exceptional Shuang'er.
Mo Qiushuang's cheeks flushed slightly, making her appear even more enchanting.
Your Majesty, please don't praise her any further, lest she become too conceited to know her own limits. However, this child has indeed been sensible since childhood, and considerate towards her family. Among her sisters, my general favors her the most.
Excellent! Excellent! This Empress is fond of this child too. The juniors are all playing in the South Garden. You two sisters should go join them to avoid feeling constrained staying here.
The two bowed again in gratitude and followed the palace maid's lead and departed.
This fourth young lady seems quite reserved.
Your Majesty jests. Xue's nature is indeed a little subdued. Even at home, she rarely interacts with others. Speaking of which, it is my fault as her principal wife for not caring for her adequately.
Madam, you have done more than enough. There is no need to blame yourself. The southern regions have presented a batch of koi. They are dazzlingly colorful and exquisite. Madam, would you accompany this Empress to the pond to see them?
Meng Ziyan delighted by the invitation. Naturally, a tacit understanding forms. The South Garden is adorned with a vibrant display of flowers, with fragrances perfuming the air. Dozens of exquisitely adorned young maidens gathered, making it hard to tell if the flowers were more charming or the ladies more beautiful. Mo Dongshu truly loathed the suffocating scent of cosmetics, so she sought out an inconspicuous gazebo to take a brief nap. Just as she was drifting into slumber, she heard the sound of uneven footsteps approaching from nearby.
I wondered why there was always a stench here. It turns out the fourth miss is here. No wonder at all.
The speaker was the girl in the pink dress, standing to Mo Qiushuang's left. Mo Dongshu recognized her. This was Ning Huan, the daughter of Assistant Minister Lu. Jing Qiaoqiao and Mo Qiushuang were watching, clearly enjoying the spectacle.
Why don't you speak? Fourth miss, is it because you know your own mouth smells even fouler?
Are you afraid of the person in your heart?
Miss Jing, have you perhaps eaten shit? that your mouth is spewing filth.
No! Don't sweat you, since you are so utterly vulgar. You're even worse than a common beggar on the street.
Miss Jean, do you think this is your own backyard? If you no longer want this hand, I'll gladly relieve you of it.
All right, that is enough.
Fourth sister, quickly let go of Miss Jean. Are you trying to harm her?
What do you think you're doing, lady? Let go of Sister Chow.
Perhaps my malevolence was too strong, though a few shouted loudly, yet no one dared to step forward and stop me.
Are you hoping to kill me with your incessant chatter?
Mo Dongshu, have you gone mad? Apologize to Miss Jean at once.
My noble third sister, are you deaf or simply blind? Just now, it was this utterly disgusting Miss Jean who first insulted me, and she was also the first to raise her hand. As my elder sister, it is one thing if you refuse to help your own king, and now, you're actually siding with outsiders to accuse me. What do you think father will say when he learns of this?
Don't try to pressure me with father's name. You are not worthy. Mo Dongshu, everyone here is on my side. So what if we truly teach you a lesson? Go ahead and complain.
Do you think others will believe a lowly girl like you?
Or will you believe us?
Third sister's words have indeed reminded me of something. Indeed, in my current state, I lack persuasiveness. It needs a little spice to become truly interesting. Wouldn't you agree?
Those few individuals caught by her gaze felt a sudden chill run through them. Before they could even grasp what was happening, Mo Dongshu suddenly and violently slapped herself several times.
Smack. Don't hit me! Please! I beg you! Don't hit me!
You're insane! You truly are!
Third sister, don't be so anxious. There is much more excitement yet to unfold.
Then, she abruptly grabbed Mo Chushuang's hand.
Third sister, please let go of me. Third sister, no, I won't do it again. Don't push me!
Meanwhile, Empress Rongjing and the other family members arrived, having heard the commotion. Mo Dongshu can swing. For years, she had been training martial arts with her master in the deep mountains. Catching birds in the sky and fishing in the water had long been second nature to her. But now, she couldn't give herself away. She had to pretend she couldn't swim. She just needed to act as pitiful as possible. She could already hear countless splashes echoing around her.
Come on, hurry up and swim.
A pair of large hands wrapped around Mo Dongshu's waist, pulling her tightly into an embrace. In the next moment, a devilishly handsome face met her gaze.
Why is he here? He wasn't supposed to be here at all.
Fourth, miss, are you satisfied with the show?
As he spoke, his hand slid downwards, cradling her firm little bottom as he lifted her slightly.
Where are your hands?
So, hurry up and release the fourth miss of the general's residence. Is that it?
If this king remembers correctly, this is the second time I've seen you, and you truly look more miserable each time. However, the speed at which you change your expression is truly the most remarkable this king has ever witnessed. A woman so ruthless to herself. This king has also never seen anything like it.
Oh.
He actually saw it! What do I do? What do I do? If this scoundrel exposes me in public, that would be absolutely dreadful.
Fourth young miss, there is no need to panic. This prince has no time to meddle in others' affairs. Those women are far too noisy, and I've long been annoyed beyond measure. But I couldn't leave with this incident. Her Majesty the Empress will surely dismiss the banquet early, so this boring banquet can end, and this prince can finally get some rest. Oh dear, it seems the more you speak, the more I ought to thank you.
You're welcome. Your Highness's kindness in saving my life. This humble one will remember it.
You truly are quite interesting. What is your name?
After a moment of silence,
Mo Dongshu has a nice name.
This prince will remember you.
as they spoke, the two had already reached the shore. The first prince exchanged a glance.
Just put me directly on the ground. Yes.
After all, I am very weak now.
Without a word, Song Chuye placed her on the ground.
Yana, are you alright? You could have just let the guards save her. So reckless. Are you trying to scare your Empress Mother to death?
Empress Mother, your son is unharmed. Rather, it is this young lady who has been quite frightened.
Mo Dongshi, how did your face get so badly injured? And how did you fall into the pond?
Reporting to your majesty, the Empress. Just now, when we ladies heard the commotion and rushed over, we saw it firsthand. The young lady was pushed into the pond.
Exactly. The wound on her face was also from a slap.
This child is so thin and weak. How pitiful! What mistake could she possibly have made to be treated like this?
Those bullying young girls, to be so vicious at such a young age. What will become of them once they are grown? Who dares to be so presumptuous in my presence?
Thank you, esteemed ladies, for speaking out for justice. But my 7 elder sisters were merely jesting with me.
I'm quite all right. Meanwhile, Song Chao-yi observed the unfolding drama with keen interest.
Oh my, and she claims to be fine. This child is simply too kind-hearted.
Your Majesty, The ones who led in bullying this child were none other than her own elder sister and the daughter of Minister Jin. Your Majesty must render justice for this child.
Indeed, indeed. In broad daylight. To think they would bully her to such a state. Then, in the general's residence, how much mistreatment this child must suffer there.
She is, after all, not her own kin. Where is the general's wife? What exactly is going on here? Who will explain this to me then?
Your Majesty, this humble wife wishes to speak. This entire farce is nothing but a malicious frame-up. It is all that wretched girl. It is Mo Dongxi who fabricated this to frame them. She inflicted those wounds upon herself and then jumped out of the pond. All of this was meticulously premeditated.
To exonerate her own biological daughter, she'll spout any nonsense. Does she take this child for a fool? To disgrace herself like this, and even try to drown herself. Do not forget, for we all witnessed the situation with our own eyes.
Everyone,
Esteemed madams, please say no more.
Your Majesty the Empress.
What my mother just said is indeed true. All of it was intentionally caused by this humble daughter.
I beg you, please do not blame my elder sisters, nor this humble daughter.
This humble daughter begs your Majesty here. Please do not mete out any blame.
Forcing out her last words, Mo Dongxue fainted right on cue. Song Shuai nearly burst out laughing. If it weren't for the inappropriate setting, he truly would have given her his highest praise.
That girl really knows how to pick her moments.
It seems he'll have to visit the general's residence more often from now on. How very interesting. The atmosphere within the general's residence was extremely oppressive.
What exactly do you all think is going on here? I'm perfectly hale and hearty, yet my daughter went out with you all, only to be carried back like this. Not only did she almost drown, her face was also beaten so badly. What a vicious hand was laid upon her.
Father, if this daughter is truly wronged, all of this is Mo Dongxi's latest scheme of framing. Jing Qiao Qiao and several other young ladies can all testify for this daughter.
Are you going to say again that Shuai slapped herself and then jumped into the pond by herself? Where in this world would a fool jump down by herself? Furthermore, as for the people you just mentioned, they are all the masterminds who bullied Shuai. How can their words be trusted?
General, others may not understand Shuang'er, but surely you do. This child has been kind-hearted since she was young. Well-behaved and sensible. How could she possibly harbor such malicious intentions? You must restore Shuang'er's innocence.
Restore her innocence? Tell me then, how is this old man supposed to restore her innocence? Don't forget, everyone present witnessed it with their own eyes. Do you take everyone here for blind fools? Now, all officials in the imperial court know my daughter is cruel and vicious. You two have ruined my lifelong honor.
But Shuang'er was truly wronged.
I don't want to hear that word again. What kind of life has Shuang'er lived all these years? And what kind of life has Shuai lived? You both know it better than anyone. Shuai has been motherless since childhood. That is already pitiful enough. In this family, she's the one I've wronged the most. If Shuai is unharmed this time, then so be it. Otherwise, neither of you will get off easy.
General Mo Xiangshen finished speaking, no longer wishing to look at the mother and daughter. He angrily flung his sleeve and stormed off.
Mother! What are we going to do? Mo Dongxi, you have ruined my daughter's lifelong happiness. This isn't over.
Doctor, how is my daughter? Is there anything serious, General? Please don't fret. General, your precious daughter, aside from some redness and swelling on her face, her body has sustained no major injuries. She was just a little frightened. My spirits are a bit low. I should prescribe some medicine for her, and she will recover with proper care.
The gray-haired old physician sat down at the table and began carefully writing a prescription.
This old man has already seen your daughter several times this month. A girl as precious as she is, why must she always suffer like this?
Mo Xiangshen's face flushed with embarrassment, as how could he possibly admit that these injuries were all inflicted by his own family members? Once the physician had finished writing the prescription, Queer followed to fetch the medicine.
General, fourth miss is awake.
Mo Xiangshen strode to the bedside, and indeed, his youngest daughter had opened her eyes.
Shar, you're awake. How do you feel? Do you have any discomfort?
Father, why have you come?
My child, no need for so much formality. Just get some good rest. Does it hurt?
It stopped hurting a while ago.
It is all my fault for always making father worry.
You're injured, yet you still take the blame upon yourself. You're so silly. Child, Your third sister truly went too far. This time, I, your father, will certainly punish her severely for you. And as for you, child, don't you have martial arts to protect yourself?
Why didn't you resist your father at the time?
Your daughter was just about to speak of this. After all, third sister is still a member of our general's estate. If this matter gets out, it would bring shame upon all of us. I also intended to play down the matter and let small matters vanish. Yet, I never expected third sister to harbor such intense hatred for me. Father, your illustrious reputation is known far and wide. Our family must not become a laughingstock in the eyes of the world because of this incident.
How could your father not know that? But so many people witnessed it at the time.
What does it matter? As long as I personally say I accidentally slipped and fell into the water, that will suffice. As for others, no matter how much they spread rumors, it will merely be hearsay among the common folk. And after a while, everyone will gradually forget about it.
Sure, but wouldn't that be too great a grievance for you?
I am not aggrieved, always putting the overall situation first.
You truly are your father's good daughter. Your father guarantees that Shuer will not suffer this grievance for nothing. I will definitely compensate you in another way.
Mo Dongxue smiled faintly. A flicker of shrewdness flashed in her eyes. She didn't believe that Mo Xiangqin would truly do anything severe to Mo Chushuang for her sake. At most, he would only make some superficial gestures. But if that is the case, why shouldn't she go with the flow and be the benevolent one, and also gain herself a good reputation? Anyway, no matter what she declares to the outside world, that mother and daughter pair were already utterly infamous in the eyes of the empress and the officials' wives. The Grand Prince's manner. An enigmatic man holds a brush. His brushstrokes flow like clouds and water. On the xuan paper laid upon the desk is a graceful young maiden.
Your servant greets his master. They still haven't spoken. Yes, their toes and fingers have all been chopped off, and one of their eyeballs was gouged out, but those few are still incredibly stubborn.
These people are already as good as dead. It is expected that you wouldn't get anything out of them.
Song Chouye stretched his slightly stiff wrist.
Take a look. What do you think of this painting of mine?
Xini Ying craned his neck and looked for a good while, then gave a sincere thumbs up, praising it heartily.
Oh, declaring your painting skills exquisite. Simply unparalleled. Her Majesty, the Empress's divine grace is vividly captured under your brush.
I am not painting the Empress, Mother.
Your servant's eyes are dim. Only now do I see it. Is your Aunt Princess Mingyang?
Let us discuss something else. Then, as for those 3 assassins with their missing limbs and blind eyes, there is no point in keeping it. So deliberately create an opening and let them escape.
Master, but those people almost took your life, and they also killed several of our brothers. To just let them go like this, wouldn't that be letting them off too lightly?
You truly are a classic example of someone who only grew in height, but not in brains.
Song Chouye poured himself a cup of tea. He took a sip.
If you were one of these 3, after escaping death, what would be the first thing you do?
Go find a physician to tend to your arms and legs.
Oh, and your eyes. I truly wish I could smash your head open with this teacup, just to see what is actually inside it.
Song Chouye truly felt like he was playing the lute to a cow. Might as well speak frankly.
There are certainly others behind these 3, or at the very least, accomplices. Normally, once they're out, they'll undoubtedly seek out their accomplices first. So all you need to do is send men to follow them closely.
So, my lord intends to follow the lead to its source. Understood. Your subordinate will arrange for it immediately.
This prince has not yet finished speaking. Why are you in such a hurry?
This subordinate was too impatient.
Does master have any further instructions?
Send the men to inquire about the 4th miss of the general's residence. This prince wants to know everything about her.
The 4th miss of the general's residence. Isn't that the young lady master saved in the Imperial Garden 2 days ago?
Master, your subordinate understands? Did you just draw your maternal aunt?
Song Chouye's forehead throbbed with annoyance. He spoke through gritted teeth.
Those eyes of yours aren't of much use anyway. You might as well dig them out.
Now, about Miss Mo the 4th. Mo Dongxue rested for a few days. After the redness and swelling on her face subsided, she entered the palace with Mo Xiangqin. Not only did she apologize to the empress, but she also took all the responsibility upon herself, thereby completely clearing Mo Chushuang of any blame. The empress knew full well the Mo family's concerns, so they went with the flow, turning a major incident into a minor one and settling the minor affair completely. Nevertheless, after this incident, she was greatly impressed by Mo Dongxue, this slender and seemingly frail young lady.
4th miss. These are the new clothes the general had sent for you. A good dozen pieces. Look at this material and the styles. They are all the most fashionable colors and designs this year. The general is truly thoughtful of you now, miss.
The most fashionable colors and styles. Indeed, Miu Dongxu glanced at those skirts and thought to herself, her general father's taste truly leaves much to be desired.
Where is she?
That girl has been nowhere to be seen since early morning. Who knows where she ran off to slack again? Fourth Miss, I watched you grow up. I have some words, and I won't hide them from you. I know you've always been fond of queer, but I just feel that girl is ill-intentioned. Several times I've seen her acting shifty, muttering with people from the outer courtyard. She was transferred from the Qing clan garden. You know, you must be on your guard against her.
Don't worry, Mama. I know well enough who is good and who is bad.
As long as Miss understands, then I can rest easy.
Miss, this is terrible! Something has happened!
A short, stout figure rushed in a panic.
Miss, people are gathering to cause trouble outside the general's mansion. The general is at the barracks outside the city and cannot be reached at the moment. The steward asked me, your servant, to ask for your decision.
My father isn't here, but why don't you go to the Qing clan garden and ask Madam to decide? Why ask me?
The steward just sent someone to invite Madam. However, Madam seems to be unwell. Now, the one to take charge of our household is you. Miss, you truly cannot ignore this matter.
Miu Dongxu scraped together a memory, but had no recollection of this incident. However, Lady Meng choosing to be indisposed at this very moment. That is quite suspicious. Regardless, he must go out and investigate. When Miu Dongxu rushed to the scene, the main gate of the general's residence was already crowded with onlookers. Men, women, and children were huddled close, whispering excitedly, creating quite a commotion.
Fourth Miss, why have you come? Your servant has already sent for the general. It is too dangerous here. You should return inside immediately.
Steward Liu didn't send for me. Miu Dongxu pondered for a moment, then knew she had definitely been set up and tricked by queer again. The purpose must be to make her publicly embarrass herself. And sure enough, at this moment, there was no sign of that plump maid.
Butler Liu, tell the person fetching father to return. What is going on here?
Miu Dongxu's eyes swept across the burly man.
She noted, and they're all trained fighters. Fourth Miss.
Here is what happened. The one lying on the door panel. He was originally a servant doing odd jobs in our mansion. Later, your humble servant discovered he had sticky fingers. Then, he threw the person out. Who would have thought he is now dead? And these people are spouting baseless accusations, insisting that our general's mansion was responsible for his demise, and demanding an explanation from us.
Tell me the truth. Could he have died from that beating?
When a servant does something wrong, they must naturally be punished. Otherwise, other servants would be unruly. However, I merely had him beaten a few times then. It was simply not enough to kill anyone.
I understand. One cannot reason with these ruffians.
Don't you all move. Watch me handle this.
Is anyone from the general's mansion going to show up and face us? What great general? I say he is just a cowardly bastard. No.
Big brother, be careful.
I don't need your help. Who the hell dared to sneak attack me? If you've got the guts, show yourself. I'll beat you so your own father won't recognize you. I'm coming for you.
You big oaf. You talk too much. Dare to speak another disrespectful word, and your nose will stay here.
Who dares speak to me? You think I'd be scared if you played ghostly tricks? Get out here now, in broad daylight. Could it be a ghost?
You red hedgehog, you blind bastard. I'm standing right here. Can't you see me?
The voice seemed to be coming from below. To stop his nosebleed, he had kept his head tilted back. No wonder he couldn't see me.
Where did this little girl come from? Don't think I won't hit a woman. My nose!
This sensation feels strangely familiar.
So it was you who ambushed me. I don't need to ambush someone like you. This lady hits you fair and square.
You dare come to the general's mansion to cause trouble. Beat him up first. Then we'll talk. Then a barrage of punches, like a meteor shower, rained down again. And the target was still just one place.
Lady! My nose! Can't you hit somewhere else for once? What the hell are you all standing there gawking for? That hurts! You guys get in there too!
The rest of the thugs were stunned by this suddenly appearing young girl. It wasn't until they heard their leader's screams that they snapped back to their senses and instantly raised their fists, each as big as a sandbag, yelling and screaming as they charged forward. Miu Dongxu didn't hesitate either, clenching her fists and hitting every single one of them. In no time, over a dozen thugs were all crying, and lying on the ground.
This is just too terrifying.
Oh my, Miss Fourth young lady.
This is simply terrifying.
This was Mo Dongshu's first time showcasing her abilities to the outside world since descending the mountain, and the shock of others was entirely within her expectations.
Is that shirtless fellow ready to talk properly now?
The shirtless man was punched in the face at least a dozen times. His nose was nearly smashed flat. Knowing he'd met his match, how could he dare to cause more trouble? With his face streaming with blood, he nodded vigorously, like pounding garlic.
You tell me, what exactly happened to this deceased man?
He is my brother. He was beaten to death by the General's mansion guards for stealing. I just want to demand an explanation from the General's mansion.
Mo Dongshu walked up to the deceased. Her fingers were stained with blood from the corners of his mouth. She smelled it. Then she opened his eyelids to examine him. Finally, she parted his robe and examined him. She already had a clear idea.
Beaten to death. Although this man has some injuries, they were far from enough to take his life. Bleeding from the 7 orifices. This is clearly a symptom of poisoning. This man was poisoned to death.
You just want to exonerate the General's mansion.
As for whether what I said is true, just find a coroner to verify it. But you'd better think carefully. Once a coroner arrives, this matter will become an official case. The authorities won't let someone die without a clear explanation. They will certainly investigate the full story, every detail. And anyone involved, not a single one, will escape. However, if you can tell the truth, I can guarantee that you will face no further accountability for today's incident. The choice is yours now. Discuss it among yourselves.
Big brother, we can't let the authorities get involved.
Can you truly guarantee no further accountability?
A gentleman's word is his bond.
Also wanting to save his own hide, the big man finally confessed. They were originally ruffians from the surrounding villages, engaging in petty thievery all day long, always up to no good. Today, someone suddenly entrusted them with his corpse. He said that as long as they disposed of the body to the general's estate and caused a commotion, they would naturally receive a large sum of hush money. These men, they're just simple-minded country bumpkins. As soon as they heard there was money to be made, they rushed over with the body.
Ignorant and shameless.
Utterly foolish.
Liu Hong couldn't help but laugh out of anger.
What did the person who instructed you look like?
He wore a mask. His face was hidden. We could only tell he was a young man.
Mo Dongshu had a plan in her heart.
826, contact the prefectural yamen to arrest these men.
You promised that, as long as we confessed, you would let bygones be bygones. And you even spoke of a gentleman's word. That's not even 4 horses can catch up.
My apologies, my shirtless friend. I'm not a gentleman at all.
When word spread that someone was causing trouble at the general's estate, the yamen constables could be said to have mobilized en masse. It is truly rare to see such fools dare to cause trouble at the general's estate. Who wouldn't want to witness such a spectacle? But after the yamen constables escorted away those bruised thugs, the onlookers finally dispersed.
Master, this 4th misses martial arts skills.
Yudashi didn't finish his sentence, but everything was understood.
Master, this subordinate understands.
No wonder this subordinate felt familiar when I saw the 4th miss just now. Was that the woman you painted last time?
Could it be that you like her? Oh, that is wonderful. Our mansion will soon have a mistress.
Tao taught you to be so chatty.
Go, Zao.
Song Chuye made his way towards the general's mansion.
Later, when you see the 4th miss, don't mention this matter. Just pretend you don't know anything.
Hey, Master. General Mo is not in the mansion at this time. Wouldn't it be inappropriate for us to go at this time?
This prince has serious business.
Oh dear.
Miss, you nearly scared this old servant to death. So many big, burly men, and their arms looked thicker than your thighs. If they had laid a hand on you, that would have been dreadful. Oh, dear. If you encounter such a situation again, you absolutely must not rush forward.
Rest assured, Meng Meng, I know what I'm doing. If there is real danger, I'll definitely run faster than anyone else. Choir, what do you think? How did I perform this time? This servant thinks you are truly amazing. Miss, that little bit of skill is nothing. Miss, I didn't acquire all these skills for nothing. Let's just say, anyone who wants to harm someone like you, I could kick them away with a single blow. Miss truly loves to joke. This servant will go make tea for Miss.
Oh, Miss, that maidservant was absolutely doing it on purpose earlier. She was definitely instructed by certain people to trick you into making a fool of yourself. Since you already know he has wicked intentions, Why not find a reason to dismiss her sooner to prevent further complications?
He can't leave yet. He'll be useful later.
Recalling the chubby maid's vehement accusations from her past life, a flicker of amusement crossed Mo Dongshu's eyes.
Fourth miss, it is Liu Hong.
As men from outside are forbidden from the inner courtyard, Liu Hong's calls came from outside the courtyard.
Is there something? Steward Liu.
Fourth miss, the first prince is in the front hall. He said he has something to discuss with you.
Are you sure my father isn't looking for me? What does that rascal want now?
I hurried to the front hall, and sure enough, I saw that dazzlingly handsome man clad in vibrant red, leisurely sipping tea.
Dongshu greets the first prince. May I ask why the eldest prince summoned me?
No need for formalities, fourth miss, please. Have some tea. Treat this as your own home and make yourself comfortable.
The first prince truly has a way with words. This is already my home, after all, so I am naturally at ease.
It has been a few days, and fourth miss is as frank and outspoken as ever.
What exactly does the first prince want with me? My time is also precious.
Someone who dares to be so direct with me, their master. This fourth miss truly is the first, truly worthy of being my future mistress. Excellent!
A few days ago, if I recall correctly, it was I, this prince, who saved fourth miss's life. Is that how you treat the one who saved you?
Mo Dongshu grated her teeth, wanting to retort. Am I not your savior as well?
Enough teasing, fourth miss. I have a difficult favor to ask this time, and I hope fourth miss can agree.
May I ask, your highness, what is this difficult favor?
You must promise me first.
I need to hear it first. What is it?
If you promise, I'll tell you.
You tell me first. No, you promise first.
Are these two even 8 years old? Combined.
All right, I promise, your highness. So, what exactly is it?
As you know, I have a younger sister who just turned 8. That child was spoiled by his imperial parents, and has been quite unruly since childhood. A few days ago, she had an argument with Mother Empress, and in a fit of pique ran off to my residence. I thought I'd use this time to teach her proper etiquette for a young lady, but I'm worried she won't cooperate willingly. So I was hoping fourth miss could keep her company.
To put it simply, you want me to babysit. Your highness, surely we're not Santa Claus, are we? Besides, there are many women far more suitable than I. I'm afraid I'm not suited for this task.
Among all these people, I believe fourth miss is the most suitable. If fourth miss is unwilling, then perhaps we should revisit what happened in the Imperial Garden that day.
He actually resorted to threats. Some first prince he is. Even common ruffians are better than him. If it weren't for the Empress sending her so many tonics, I would have cursed his mother long ago.
Mother, you simply must think of a way. Mo Dongshu is too hard to deal with these days. We can't just stand by and let her get so presumptuous.
Despite all our careful planning, that wretched girl still managed to steal the spotlight. Who knew she was so skilled in martial arts?
In fact, even before Liu Hong sent someone to invite her, servants had already reported ruffians causing trouble. He intended to use this incident to humiliate the girl from Plum Garden, so he pretended to be unwell, dismissed them, and had Queer deliver false information to lure Mo Dongshu into a trap. We thought a girl who was only a teenager would surely be dumbfounded by such a sight, but never imagined she would handle it so forcefully and decisively.
Mother, please say something.
I heard that the eldest prince came to our manor today and specifically asked to see Mo Dongshu.
If this continues, I'm afraid my position as Princess Consort will be snatched away by her too.
Shuang-er, don't lose your composure. Stay calm. We underestimated her before. Now that we know that girl has extraordinary abilities, it is also a good thing. At least we can devise some countermeasures. As for the position of Princess Consort, it is not something just anyone can aspire to. No matter how capable Mo Dongshu is, she still can't change her lowly status as a concubine-born daughter.
But I still have to be confined here for nearly a month, and I fear some unexpected trouble might arise.
Don't worry, Shuang-er. In a few days, when your father's anger subsides, I will intercede for you. Behave yourself these next few days, and remember not to cause any more trouble.
Meng Ziyan consoled her daughter, then left the crepe myrtle garden with her maid. After some thought, she gave a few instructions to her maid. After the maid received the order, he scurried away. Meng Ziyan gazed at the distant sky, thinking of Han Ruyue.
After all these years, I didn't expect your spirit to still linger. To think you'd even let your daughter bully me.
Shuang-er.
Just you wait. Your precious daughter will soon be able to join you.
Fourth miss, are you awake?
Why is this person here again? Mo Dongshu got up and went out to see.
What is it, Butler Liu?
Fourth miss, I apologize for disturbing you so early in the morning. I'm truly sorry. Someone is waiting for you in the front hall.
Could it be that past Song Chai again? His Highness, the first prince again?
Not the first prince, but, fourth miss. Perhaps you should see for yourself.
Mo Dongxue saw the troubled look on his face and didn't ask any more questions, following him directly to the front hall once again. The two hadn't even reached the front courtyard when they heard a commotion inside.
Oh, what a handful she is. She was simply too disruptive.
Seeing the usually composed butler Liu reduced to such a state, Mo Dongxue grew even more curious about the person inside.
Careful! Fourth miss!
Mo Dongxue looked closely. It turned out to be a ceramic flower pot.
If this thing were to really hit someone's head, they'd likely be playing chess with King Yama on the spot.
What is going on? Who threw that?
Huh? Fourth miss, it wasn't the servants who threw it. Hey! What are you yelling about? Humph. A brave person takes responsibility for their actions. This broken pot was thrown by Francis.
A 7 or 8-year-old girl stepped forward.
And who might you be, you servant? Why all the shouting? It is completely out of place. What a lousy general's mansion. It is utterly boring.
Mo Dongxue suddenly felt a surge of irritation. She knew who this brat was. Isn't this Song Chouyai's troublesome younger sister?
Princess Zhenyue, that wretched brat. How dare you not answer when this Princess C speaks to you? Are you asking for death?
Do you think I'll indulge you?
Mo Dongxue, with a swift move, appeared right before the little girl.
I don't have the patience to coddle children. If the princess dares to be unruly again, don't blame this sister. I'm ruthless.
I'm not afraid to settle a score, even with a princess. She certainly wouldn't mind taking out her anger on this child. General Mo Xiangshen was training troops at the military drill ground outside the city yesterday. As it was already too late, I just rested in the tent. He had just returned to the general's residence early this morning when he heard a great commotion in the front courtyard. Faintly, there even seemed to be a child crying. General Mo was filled with doubt, and after rushing to the scene to see what was happening, his eyes nearly bulged out.
Wailing and shouting! My imperial father will surely save me! He'll save me!
That little girl was Princess Zhenyue.
The very Princess Zhenyue whom the Emperor himself had to feed.
Mo Xiangshen's mind reeled.
General, you're back.
General, please, quickly talk some sense into fourth miss.
Father, you've returned. Have you had your breakfast yet? Why don't we eat together?
Sure, what in the world is happening here? How can Princess Zhenyue be here? And why are you, why is it like this?
Father, here is what happened.
No! This mad woman is going to kill this princess! Dare you kill her! This princess will strip her of that vile nature! And fatten her up to feed to the dogs!
Mo Dongxue shot a chilling glance. This little girl was so frightened. All she could do was tremble her lips.
Xua, tell me what exactly happened.
Mo Dongxue immediately pulled her father aside and briefly explained the situation.
Why would the first prince entrust Princess Zhenyue to you?
Your daughter is equally puzzled and doesn't know how I might have offended her. That little girl is truly vile. I wish I could just throw her onto the street.
Absolutely not. Although this child is quite spoiled. After all, she is a princess. Sure, 不能胡闹. Sure, you cannot act so rashly. I, your father, will immediately enter the palace to report this matter to the emperor. Don't be impulsive. Just await my word. Remember, no more physical altercations.
Having just returned home, General Mo left his residence once more, his destination, the imperial palace. As her father had spoken, Mo Dongxue couldn't really punish the little girl any further. So she simply had her confined to the front hall and guarded closely. Afterward, she changed into man's attire and left the residence herself. She still had an important task to accomplish. Zhengwu Street was Windou City's main thoroughfare. On both sides, besides various shops, there was a dazzling array of small stalls, making it the liveliest place in the city. Mo Dongxue weaved through the bustling crowd. She finally stopped in front of a wonton stall and stood still. This must be the place.
All right, owner. About wontons, please. Hey.
Coming right up. Young master, please take a seat. The wontons will be ready in a moment.
Soon, steaming hot wontons were served to the table.
Young master, please enjoy your meal. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Thank you for your trouble. Good sir.
Mo Dongxue took a bite and couldn't stop eating.
Young master, please eat slowly. Would this old man add some more soup for you?
Oh, no need. No need. This is perfect as it is.
Qiao Zhuang observed the old man, noting he was quite advanced in years.
Indeed, after the new year, this old man will be 65.
At such an advanced age, it must be difficult to still be running this store. It truly isn't easy. Can you manage all this by yourself?
At this old man's home, I have an old wife whose legs and feet are nimble. She can't come out, so she stays at home to prepare the wontons beforehand. When this old man arrives, I only need to do some washing and setting up here. It is not much trouble.
Do you have anyone else in your family?
Well, what I mean is,
After all, you're all getting on in years. It is safer to have someone by your side, isn't it?
Oh, yes. This old man has a grandson living with us. That child is truly obedient. Speak of the devil. Here he comes. Young master, quick, look. The most handsome one is this old man's grandson, Mo Dongxi.
Turning his head, he spotted the hunchbacked old man's grandson in the crowd at a glance. A handsome scholar in his 20s, dressed in simple, common clothes. Mo Dongshu's purpose today was precisely for this person, Shi Qishan. 2 years later, Shi Qishan, the youngest prime minister of Kanju Kingdom, was a legendary figure within Kanju. During the imperial examination, he astonished the world with just one essay. After joining the imperial court, with his extraordinary talent and unique insights, he was successively promoted. In just 2 short years, he swiftly rose to become the youngest prime minister in Kanju Kingdom. And Shi Qishan did not disappoint expectations. Working diligently, keeping the welfare of the common people at heart, he spearheaded many policies benefiting both the nation and its populace. The one Mo Dongshi will have to contend with in the future is Song Chuyan. If he can befriend Shi Qishan, that would surely be a powerful ally for him in the future. He's been mulling over this matter for the past 2 days. Son, by my reckoning, Shi Qishan shouldn't have taken the imperial examination yet. So he hurried here to try his luck. Grandfather Shi Qishan greeted the hunchbacked old man. Seeing that the wontons were almost sold out, he then began quietly packing up his stall.
Qishan, why have you come again? The examination is just a few months away. You should just focus on your studies. If that old woman at home finds out you've come to help again, this old man will surely be in for another good scolding.
You can read those books anytime. There is no hurry.
Shi Qishan often seems to help tidy up all sorts of bottles and jars, and other small items. He tidies them with methodical precision.
Is there anything else this young master needs?
Mo Dongshi quickly finished the soup in 2 sips, and handed over the bowl. Shi Qishan stood up and took it, saying his thanks, then began to tidy up the tables, chairs, and benches.
Elder, keep the change. Use the rest to help with your household expenses.
Young master, I cannot accept this. This is far too much. I cannot, take your money for no reason. Please, wait a moment. I'll get your change right away.
Old man Shen refused. You won't even take silver when it is offered. Are you out of your mind?
You haven't paid this month's protection fee yet. This is just enough.
Young sirs, I haven't made much money these past few days. At home, there is someone gravely ill at home who needs to take medicine every day. Please, could you show us some mercy?
You won't starve to death, so stop playing for sympathy. Just now, I saw someone giving you a silver ingot. Do you take us for blind men? If you know what is good for you, hand over the money. Otherwise, you can forget about setting up a stall on this street again.
Grandfather, are you alright? In broad daylight, under the clear heavens, you act so lawlessly. Aren't you afraid of retribution?
Qishan, so, about the beauties here. Shushan, hurry and leave.
It won't be that easy to leave. I wondered who it was. So it is the Shi family's grandson, the young master who has studied himself into a fool. All the better, since your old man is unwilling to fork out a fortune. I'll just have to deal with you, the grandson.
What now, young master son? Hand over the silver.
You're dreaming. This is my grandfather's hard-earned money.
Why should I give it to you? You good-for-nothing nerds have no real skill, but you're still talking big, huh? Today, I'll teach you some manners.
The others, with a tacit understanding, quickly surrounded the grandparents and grandson.
Ooh! Ouch!
Where did this little punk come from? How dare you meddle in our affairs? Let's go off our boss!
You have a death wish, kid! You dared to harm me? I'll twist your head off and use it as a shield!
But no matter how much they blustered, the young man seemed not to hear, without even raising an eyelid, still stepping on the hooligan's foot, and even deliberately rubbed it back and forth.
Damn you!
Don't trouble this young man. He is a stranger to us.
Brother Shabe, please don't worry. These ruffians aren't even fit to carry my shoes. You also take the elder aside and watch. Soon, I'll make these people kowtow and apologize to you.
Brothers, let's get him. Beat him to death.
Since those little brats rushed straight for him, the young man. Excellent. Young man. That is, Mo Dongxu. His eyes lit up, and with ink hand form's fist, he met their challenge. In no time at all, the thugs were panting and drenched in sweat.
That is enough. Now, all of you, kneel and apologize.
There is still one more apology to be made.
Young hero, if you please. Young master. No, don't bother. I'll do it myself.
Oh, the master, do you forgive them?
I forgive them.
Mo Dongxue nodded.
Remember this. You're lucky this time. Listen, if you dare to come to this street again and cause trouble, you'll answer for it. Now, Scram, as for these ruffians...
How could they still dare to cause trouble? After apologizing, they quickly scurried away.
All right. The spectacle is over. Everyone, please disperse.
Young hero, may I ask your name? You rid the people of a menace and saved us. Surely you must let us know who to thank.
Mo Dongxue lowered his head and pondered for a moment, and said humbly,
I am accustomed to doing good deeds without seeking recognition. What is more, acting heroically and upholding justice, resisting injustice, and eradicating evil has always been a tenet of us martial artists. For trifles like what happened today, you all need not worry at all. Everyone can just call me Great Hero.
Everyone paused, momentarily stunned. Then, Great Hero, cheers of Great Hero, erupted non-stop. But once the crowd finally dispersed, Mo Dongsu began helping the Shi family grandfather and grandson clean up their stall.
This old man thanks the great hero for his rescue. This is rough work. How can I possibly trouble you with it?
What great hero? I was just having some fun with everyone. Old man, don't join in the teasing. By the way, I just overheard that this gentleman is about to take the imperial examinations. Am I right? Then, you must be a man of letters.
Shi Tishan didn't respond, but turned to clean up other things.
That is not right.
Young Master Mo, my grandson is indeed exceptionally bright. Even the teacher in our hometown said he is a rare genius, seen once in 100 years. But registering for the imperial examinations requires a hefty sum of silver. For people of our humble background, it means saving up for many years, denying ourselves food and drink. This is also why Kishan has been delayed until now. After 7 arduous years, the silver is almost saved. But now the boy has developed a stubborn streak and refuses to go. He doesn't want to add to our burden. Oh dear, it is because his parents left him too soon. What can we old folks possibly do?
Sir, if it were up to me, I could offer money.
I just thanked the young master for drawing his sword to help. But a man of integrity does not accept charity, especially when offered with disdain. Please, young master, do not humiliate this stubborn and inexperienced man.
I never thought about humiliating Brother Snake. I merely wish to help someone with noble aspirations. A truly honorable man, one who holds the welfare of all people in his heart, and serves the nation. A man like you, Brother Shi, surely wouldn't want to live a life of mediocrity, would you?
Upon hearing these words, Shi Qishan's body trembled violently. Clearly, his innermost thoughts had been revealed.
Since the matter has come to this, the choice is entirely yours. Brother Shi, please consider it carefully. If Lord Shi makes up his mind, in 3 days, at noon, you can find me at the Ruyi restaurant.
Based on this, as for Shi Qishan's decision, Mo Dongxu was very confident. She just had to wait for the young man to come to his senses. He is practically delivered himself to me. Having finally managed to come out, and having accomplished a major task, Mo Dongxue decided to treat herself to something nice. After a satisfying stroll through the market, her hands were full of various foods and trinkets. When she returned to the general's mansion, she even shared duck skewers with the guards at the gate. As Miss Mo Dongxue entered the gate, she heard someone calling her. The voice resonated deeply within her. That voice, which she would never forget her entire life, belonged to Song Chuyan, who turned around.
I thought my eyes had deceived me. So it truly is the 4th miss.
Song Chuyan walked up to her with a smile and curiously looked her up and down.
4th miss, why are you dressed as a boy? Have you been out?
Greetings, second prince.
4th young lady, you needn't trouble yourself. I came to discuss some matters with General Mo. I didn't expect to run into you right after arriving.
Dongxu didn't expect to encounter the second prince either.
I heard that yesterday, 4th young lady, you single-handedly defeated over 10 ruffians. You are truly a heroine. I still remember when I first met the 4th young lady a few years ago. You were still but a young girl.
Well then, since the second prince has important matters to discuss with my father, then Don't you want to delay you any longer? You there! Yes, you! The one who ate my meat, skewers! Take the second prince to my father. Dongshi has other matters to attend to, so I shall take my leave.
Your servant knows where the general is. Second prince, please follow me.
Song Chuyuan watched a retreating figure. A slight frown creased his brow. Was it his imagination? This girl doesn't seem to care for him much. Feeling cursed after her unexpected encounter, Mo Dongshi grumbled to herself all the way. She thought she'd go back and take a good bath to wash away the bad luck. But no sooner had she stepped through Plum Garden's small gate than Liu Hong's voice called out from beyond the wall again.
Fourth young lady, are you in? This servant has a matter to discuss with you.
Whenever Steward Liu comes looking for me, it is always trouble. Now that Mo Dongshu heard his voice, her head just buzzed and buzzed. Hearing the sound, Mama Liu and Choir poked their heads out to check. Mo Dongshu put her index finger to her lips, making a shushing gesture.
Fourth young lady, there is no need to pretend. This servant just saw you enter with my own eyes.
Knowing she couldn't avoid him, Mo Dongshu slumped her shoulders and walked out.
Oh, it is Steward Liu. I was inside and didn't hear a thing.
This humble servant apologizes for the intrusion. However, the princess in the main hall is far too boisterous. Yet, none of the servants dared to restrain him, so we can only ask you to go and see to her.
I heard the guards at the gate say, Father has already returned from the palace. Why hasn't that wild child been sent back yet?
This humble servant is not clear on the specifics. The general merely instructed me to inform you that, for the time being, Princess Genua will be under your care.
Me? Look after her. Butler Liu, you didn't miss share, did you?
That is precisely what the general said. He also said, this is the emperor and empress's wish as well. I was told, that the first prince strongly recommended you. Song Chuxian, that hateful vixen. Fourth miss, several servants have already been assigned to the front hall. You should still go and see for yourself.
Liu Hong secretly resolved. This time, if the fourth miss tries to use her sleeping away trick again, he'll definitely pretend not to notice. That child is simply too hateful.
Why doesn't Father go and see to her himself? If I go, I'll only end up using my hands. And then you'll all be shouting and screaming again.
The general stated that the fourth miss is to be held solely responsible for this matter. Miss, please, don't go to the general. As this humble servant came over, I just saw the second prince arrive. The two of them should be discussing matters right now.
That meddlesome nuisance, Song Chuxian.
Left with no choice, Mo Dongshu could only follow Liu Hong to the front hall. No, not really. Butler Liu was exaggerating. From a distance, Mo Dongshi heard the little brat causing a ruckus. Mo Dongshi handed all the snacks in her hand to Butler Liu.
These are all mine. Don't you dare eat them.
With that, she rolled up her sleeves and pushed the door open. Indeed, everywhere she looked, it was a complete mess. That spoiled darling of a princess had somehow found a broom and was howling, chasing maids and servants all over the courtyard.
Princess, you have quite some moves. How about I spar? A few rounds with you.
Huh? You crazy woman. Why are you back again? Get out, hurry up and go with that demon fan.
Princess, as if I'd be happy to see you again. You're not exactly a hot commodity.
Mo Dongxue slowly walked over and snatched the protective talisman from the little girl.
This isn't for hitting people. After all, our general's mansion paid good silver for it. It is not right for the princess to abuse it like this, is it?
Isn't it just a broken broom? This princess will compensate for it. Then.
And all the things in the courtyard that the princess destroyed, this princess will also compensate for. It is just about paying up the silver. Hemphy, I'll pay then. It is not like these things are worth much. So, it is about paying up.
How much? If I have to pay, I will. My belongings are worth it. It is not for some measly amount.
Zhenyue rummaged through her pockets. Only then did she realize she had never carried a money pouch.
I'll owe you for now. This princess will give it to you later.
Sorry, but we don't do credit here. If the princess truly has no silver, you can offer something as collateral, or a good bidding from me would also do.
You can't hit this princess, but I didn't bring anything else with me.
It's pawn it.
Mo Dongshui put on an expression of deep thought.
Well then, it seems I'll have to take a loss. Princess, you have to work to pay off your debt. You're too young for chopping wood or cooking, so just stay by my side and help with odd chores.
You expect this princess to serve you? I am a princess of noble status.
Then, noble princess, please hand over the silver.
Zhenyue's mouth opened and closed. Ultimately, her face fell as she accepted her fate.
Don't blame me. If you must blame someone, blame your father, mother, and big brother.
As evening fell, the general's residence courtyard was bustling with activity. Maids and servants stood in a large crowd. Everyone's spirits were high, shouting with red faces and strained voices.
Fourth miss, aim for the general's belly.
Fourth miss, block the general's lower stance.
Fourth miss, kick the general's lower back.
The ones sparring in the arena were none other than the Mo family. Father and daughter Mo Xiangqun. His boxing style was fierce and powerful. Full of tiger-like vigor, Mo Dongshu, however, excelled in her light, agile movements. Their moves were agile. The two darted and leaped continuously, having sparred for a while now, growing more spirited with each move.
Whose damn side are you all on? Why is no one cheering for me?
Fourth miss! General, watch out! Your eyes!
Father, you should just admit defeat.
Mo Dongshu shouted heartily, truly aiming for Mo Xiangqian's big eyes.
Girl, put some force into it! What are you all doing gathering here?
Liu Hong, who had just stepped into the front courtyard, couldn't dodge in time, and was immediately sent sprawling to the ground.
Craftsman Liu, are you alright? Oh, your nose is bleeding.
Oh dear, easy now. Oh, why does my head hurt so much too?
How could it not hurt? You have such a large lump on the back of your head.
At this, Liu Hong groaned even louder. The culprits, the father and daughter, exchanged glances. They no longer cared to spar, and both rushed over.
Butler Liu, how could you be so careless?
Even these little ones know to get out of the way. You're truly getting worse with age.
General, fourth miss, how was I, your servant, to know that you'd be sparring at this hour instead of having dinner?
Wasn't it you who told me? How incredibly skilled Xuar was yesterday. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered sparring with her.
Princess Shenyue, has that little girl been properly settled?
Very well. The father and daughter shirked responsibility, one after another.
To the general, it is all my fault for my loose tongue. To the fourth, Miss Princess Shenyue has been settled in your courtyard. Mama Liu and choir are currently looking after her.
The father and daughter both nodded in satisfaction. Butler Liu, fearing the two would cause more trouble, insisted on watching them finish dinner before he left. After such an intense bout of exercise, they had an exceptionally good appetite.
Xuar appeared quiet and gentle, yet she could eat so much. In this regard, she is much better than Shuangke. That child always eats like a tiny kitten.
Before he could finish his sentence, he suddenly paused. General Mo also realized he had made a slip of the tongue.
Father, you needn't hold back. Your daughter is not so petty. No matter how wrong third sister is, we are sisters, after all. And the blood is thicker than water. Your daughter was just about to bring this up with you. Third sister has been confined for several days now. I believe she has recognized her errors. In a few more days, Father, please release her then.
My child, your father knows you have a kind heart. But just as the country has its laws, so does a household have its rules. Shuar's current behavior is also because your father, indulged her too much when she was young. If she isn't properly disciplined now, who knows what she might become in the future?
Father, what you say is very reasonable, but lately, your relationship with esteemed mother has been strained. A prolonged standoff will inevitably harm your marital bond. Furthermore, third sister cannot remain confined like this indefinitely. In time, gossip will inevitably spread outside the manor.
Mo Xiangxian was of course well aware of this, but he still hesitated.
But father...
Please don't dwell on it so much. After dinner, why not go visit esteemed mother in her courtyard? Your daughter knows that the maids from her courtyard come daily to plead with you.
You cheeky girl.
Oh, Father, your daughter ran into the second prince at the gate earlier. Did he come to see you about something?
This is no matter for a young lady to pry into. Your most important task right now is to ensure Princess Shenyue is properly attended to until her departure. That little ancestor, while she is in our manor, is a real handful. And remember, no more physical altercations.
Father, rest assured. I have it all under control. Even if you don't say it, your daughter knows exactly why the second prince has come.
Do tell.
The Kaiyue kingdom has yet to name a crown prince. Father holds a crucial post as the head of the 5 highest-ranking officials. The second prince naturally seeks your allegiance.
No need for such formal talk. Sounds unpleasant, but you are truly my daughter, clever as I am. My daughter is smart.
But what are father's true intentions?
Mo Dongshu felt a pang of worry. In her previous life, Mo Xiangqian sided with Song Chuyan, even marrying his third daughter to him as a princess consort. But in this life, I am destined to be sworn enemies with Song Chuyan. She cannot allow father to side with him again.
My girl, you've always been so observant. Your father knows what worries you. Don't worry. After all, it concerns the future of our general's estate. Your father will surely act with utmost caution.
Just then, a young servant rushed in from outside. He leaned into Steward Liu's ear and whispered a few words. Steward Liu then looked at the father and daughter with a peculiar expression.
What is it?
General, the first prince has arrived.
Now, hearing the words, the first prince,
her head began to throb, and she hadn't even finished her meal. Yet another person to contend with. Did these two brothers coordinate their visits today? Butler Liu, please escort him to the main hall first. I'll follow shortly. General, please continue your meal. The first prince is here for the fourth miss.
To be precise, Song Choi came to see his younger sister, who resides in Mo Dongshu's courtyard. After all, it is improper for a man to enter a maiden's private courtyard. Thus, Mo Xiangshen arranged for Princess Zhenyue to be brought to the main hall to meet her brother.
Your humble servant, Mo Dongxi, greets the first prince.
Our respects to the eldest prince.
General Mo and fourth Miss Mo, there is no need for such formalities. I merely came to check on Zhenyue. Is she accustomed to life here?
No, Imperial Brother, I haven't. Zhenyue isn't adapting at all. That female bandage. Since you show Zhenyue, Imperial Brother, quickly have her fed to the dogs.
Zhenyue, you must not be so disrespectful. But Imperial Brother specifically entrusted you to this lady's care. You should be grateful to her.
I wouldn't dare. Your Highness, how could Dongxi possibly hope for the princess's gratitude? I only hope that it would be best for you two siblings to appear less often.
Mo Xiangshen cleared his throat twice, signaling his daughter with his eyes to mind her words.
General Mo, there is no need for such formalities. I came solely to see Zhenyue this time, and will be leaving shortly. You are busy with official affairs, so I'd be loath to take up your time. Having fourth Miss Mo here to keep her company will suffice.
This is but an idle hall. Is it an eyesore? What of it?
Worry not. You may leave.
Then, this minister shall. I shall take my leave first. Should the eldest prince require anything, simply instruct Dongshu.
Mo Xiangshen bowed and withdrew.
Song Chui had sought out Shu'er repeatedly. He also entrusted his own sister to Shu'er.
Could it be? Is he fixated on his own ambition? A Song Choi?
He had watched her grow up since childhood. This child has been incredibly skilled at cooking since childhood. Although she appears polite now. In fact, she is decisive and efficient in her actions, and can be quite ruthless. Her formidable nature is known throughout the entire country. In fact, when it comes to her looks, her beauty is such that women from all corners of the world would flock to her, but with such a peculiar temperament, who would truly dare to provoke her? How could such a man possibly have feelings, let alone genuinely care for Shu'er? The three people in the front hall are still confronting each other.
This princess is certainly not going to thank that crazy woman. Royal brother, do you know how this woman treated Zhenyue? She actually grabbed Zhengyue's gun. She went like this.
What do you mean by this and that?
Allow me to demonstrate it for you.
Mo Dongshu quickly moved in front of the brother and sister.
This and that. This is what it means. Does His Royal Highness understand?
Song Choi nodded, looking dumbfounded. Xing Ying, standing by, was so shocked his eyeballs almost popped out.
Imperial brother, you saw that, didn't you? This crazy woman is always bullying Zhenyue like this. If I stay here any longer, Zhenyue will be tortured to death by her.
The princess is right. Your Royal Highness, you should quickly take her away.
Song Chuye stared at her clear, expressive eyes. His heart unexpectedly skipped a beat. This feeling was very unfamiliar. It was a sensation she, with all her experience from 2 lives, had never known.
Xing Ying, take the princess outside. Later, I, this prince, will speak with Miss Mosey for a while.
Yes, your subordinate obeys.
Xing Ying picked up the struggling Princess Zheng Yue and walked out. The smile on his lips grew wider and wider. Only the 2 of them were left in the room. Mo Dongshu felt a wave of discomfort under the gaze of his long, narrow phoenix eyes. While Mo Dongshu was busy with her tea, His Royal Highness sat down on the soft couch nearby. His Royal Highness, the eldest prince, sat on the soft couch nearby.
Now that it is just the 2 of us here, let's make things clear once and for all.
Ask whatever you wish.
Song Chuye sat opposite her. His eyes still unconsciously darted towards that delicate face.
This girl is quite pleasing to the eye. It is just that her figure is a bit lacking. I wonder what possibilities the future holds.
Why must you insist on pushing Princess Zheng Yue onto me?
Miss Mo, you are ever so clever. Why don't you guess?
Let's speak plainly. Is your highness hoping to use the princess to forge ties with the general's estate?
Fourth Miss Mo, you've guessed correctly. The general's estate, being a pivotal force at court, is naturally worth expending some effort to win over. But you were only half right. It is not that this king is boasting. If this king truly harbors grand ambitions, even without the help of other forces, this king can still succeed. Bah.
Though the notoriously unconventional Mo Dongshu disdained his self-righteous demeanor, but informed by her understanding of the great prince from having lived 2 lives, he truly did have the right to be arrogant.
What is the other half of the reason then?
I'm eager to hear the details.
Song Chuye did not respond immediately this time. He merely gazed at her with a smile, his gaze quite unnerving. As Mo Dongshu felt a shiver of unease.
Well, I'll be. This orange looks like it is worth a fortune.
Wait a minute.
What does Song Chuyi mean by that?
Dongshuan doesn't seem to owe the great prince any money, does he?
No. You don't owe me any silver, but you owe me a princess consort.
Your Royal Highness, please compose yourself. This is no laughing matter.
Do I look like I'm joking? I presume 4th Miss must have heard. The Emperor and Empress recently intend to arrange marriages for me and the 2nd Prince. Since this is inevitable, I naturally want to choose someone I like.
Mo Dongshu's heart was beating wildly. She listened for him to continue.
I have never had feelings for any woman before, but I find 4th Miss Mo quite intriguing. If I could spend the rest of my life with someone like you, it would certainly never be too boring. Moreover, you are intelligent enough, and I enjoy the company of intelligent people.
Should I thank your Royal Highness for the compliments now? Or perhaps save them for later?
I dislike mere verbal thanks. If you were to pledge yourself to me, then there would be true sincerity. There is also a very important point. Although I do not know the reason, you seem to harbor strong hostility towards my 2nd brother. If we were to join forces, it would certainly yield twice the results with half the effort.
He actually saw through it.
Do you know?
Know what?
The assassin in the woods outside the city. Song Chuye stepped closer to the young lady and stood still.
4th Miss Mo, this spot is truly unique.
Behind Dongshu's small fair ear, there was a tiny mole, a seductive red. Mo Dongshu tossed and turned all night. She just couldn't sleep. As soon as she closed her eyes, all she saw was Song Chuye's enchanting face.
Care to try it with me?
Having uttered those words, His Royal Highness, the 1st Prince, departed. His departing figure radiating an almost infuriating confidence, as if certain she would not refuse. Yes, Mo Dongshu was indeed swayed, though not in the way one might expect. Rather, it was a stirring of her heart. Song Chuye knew exactly what she truly cared about, and almost every word struck her weak spot. In this life, she truly wanted no more involvement with emotions. But born into a family like his, how could she ever get her wish if she didn't have to give her true heart? And the other party was the rival most feared by the 2nd Prince, the source of her pain. Then it was a different matter entirely. Both sides had clear objectives and would not interfere with each other. Such an alliance seemed truly promising. In the early morning, just as the rooster began to crow, the drowsy 4th Miss was woken up.
Nanny Liu, what is all this commotion so early in the morning?
After a flurry of hurried footsteps, Nanny Liu trotted in.
Oh dear. I still ended up waking 4th Miss. It is all this old servant's fault for being useless.
What makes you say you're useless this time? Explain yourself.
Yes, it is that Princess Zhenyue. She is making a huge fuss in the courtyard right now, insisting that our general's residence is bullying her. This old servant tried to reason with the princess, but she wouldn't listen to a word.
Nanny Liu subconsciously clutched her arm.
That girl laid hands on you. You must be in pain. Let me see.
No need. How much strength can a mere child have?
Mo Dongshu got out of bed. Without a word, Mo Dongshi pulled Mama Liu's arm and immediately rolled up her sleeve. And indeed, there were several bloodied scratches on her wrist.
That little brat did this.
Ouch! The princess was just a little careless. This old servant doesn't hurt at all.
Mo Dongshui paid her no mind, hastily putting on her clothes, and rushed straight out.
Oh dear, this is bad. What a mess. What are we to do now? Miss.
The moment Mo Dongshu pushed open the door, she instantly had a headache. As far as her eyes could see, Princess Zhenyue had already trampled some of the flowers and plants in the yard, pulled out others and smashed even more. Almost everything was utterly destroyed.
That mad woman! This princess will hack you to death! Hack you to death! One day, this princess will use 5 horses to tear off her arms and legs.
That is called dismemberment by 5 horses.
Yes, that is the word. This princess also wants to cut her into 10,000 pieces.
That is called shattered into 10,000 pieces.
Yes, shattered into 10,000 pieces again. This princess, wait a minute.
Who is that speaking to me? The young woman turned her head stiffly. The very person she wished to dismember by 5 horses and cut into 10,000 pieces was squatting right beside her.
Oh, princess, are you perhaps too impatient? Do you want to get straight to it? But my bones are quite tough, you know. Are these little trinkets of mine so easy to break?
You mad woman! When did you get here? What in the world? Let this princess go at once. Otherwise, you'll never know peace again.
Oh, I do enjoy a good verbal sparring.
You crazy woman! What sort of power is it to constantly keep me constrained? I, the princess, will have my imperial brother beat you black and blue!
Your Royal Highness is quite welcome to go and complain. Let's see if your imperial brother will even bother to intervene. To tell you the truth, before the first prince departed, he gave explicit instructions. The princess, while here with me, is entirely at my discretion to deal with.
Mo Dongxue suddenly wanted to laugh. She mused, this little deceiving girl, knowing she might become her imperial sister-in-law. What kind of reaction would she have then?
You talk nonsense! My imperial brother has always doted on Zhenye the most. She would never say such a thing.
I couldn't care less whether the princess believes it or not. Anyway, now that you are in the palm of my hand, you'd better be honest and obedient, or I have plenty of ways to deal with you. Also, I advise you not to even think about escaping. After all, the guards of the general's mansion are not to be trifled with.
Zhen Yue fibbed. Her cheeks flushed red.
And the people in our mansion are not very sharp-eyed. If you were mistaken for a petty thief, then that would be quite troublesome. If that tender, pale face of yours were to be scratched, that would be truly interesting.
Don't you dare try to frighten me, the princess! I, the princess! Don't believe a word of your nonsense! This wretched place can't stop me, the princess, at all!
Believe it or not, that is up to you. However, I've always been a kind-hearted person. If the princess truly wishes to escape, I shall point you to a clear path.
You're not to be trusted so easily!
There is a dog hole in the backyard, completely unguarded. The princess may simply crawl out from there.
You! How dare you insult me, the princess!
Your Royal Highness, Princess, though the flowers and plants here may not be as precious as those in the palace, but it is actually pretty good. Yet, they've been ruined by you like this. What do you propose we do about it?
Are these just some mere worthless flowers and weeds?
Princess Zhen Yue halfway through her words saw Mo Dongxue begin, rolling up her sleeves again, immediately chickened out.
All those broken flower pots combined, I, the princess, will compensate for them.
And what about you? Having scratched someone without cause.
My lady, this old servant's injury is nothing.
Isn't she just a mere servant? Are you suggesting I, the princess, should apologize to her?
Not apologizing is fine by me. Then, I just leave a few scratches on your Royal Highness's arm as well, and we'll call it even.
I'm sorry.
To see a princess personally apologize. Mama Liu was so frightened. Her aged face turned pale. Disturbed by this girl, Mo Dongxue could no longer sleep. Mo Dongxue simply washed up early and began practicing martial arts in the courtyard. While she practiced, Princess Zhen Yue watched from a distance, pouting, even though she tried her best to wear an expression of disdain on her small face. But her eyes never strayed for a moment. Very good. She has a way to handle this little brat now. At the first prince's residence, Xin Ying handed the newly received secret dispatch to Song Chuyin.
Master, this just arrived from the south via swift messenger.
Song Kuyan has certainly extended his reach far enough. He has already begun to contact and win over the Prince of Zhenan.
What are we to do then? The Prince of Zhenan represents officials of every rank in the southern faction. If he truly aligns himself with the second prince, that would be very grave indeed. Master, do you think we should also make our move quickly?
No need. The current situation is still fluid. The Prince of Zhenan is a wily old fox. How could he be swayed by just a few words? He is the type who won't send the hawk until the rabbit is in sight. He will only take a side when he sees a clear advantage.
Master, I have another matter to report. Song Chuai raised his chin,
motioning for him to speak directly.
I discovered that the second prince has been frequenting the general's residence lately. Rumor has it he intends to marry General Mo's daughter as his princess consort.
Winning over key court officials through marriage alliance has always been the most effective means. That is hardly surprising. The head of civil officials in court is Prime Minister Wang, and the head of military officials is General Mo. Both families have young ladies of marriageable age. If one wishes to forge a marriage alliance, these two powerful families are naturally the first choice.
But wait, Master, why aren't you concerned?
My lord, the second prince clearly intends to side with the Wuguan faction. Now, aren't you concerned he might set his sights on fourth Miss Ma?
Song Chuyan and his imperial consort mother are both extremely pragmatic. Even if he chooses, he would only select Song Kuai, Zheng Qi's legitimate daughter.
Speaking of which, I suddenly recalled a certain little one's exasperated look. I couldn't help but want to smile.
The fourth Miss Mo you speak of is the very heart of our family branch.
He gave 2 thumbs up. Truly worthy of being her master. How imposing.
Your humble servant has one more question. Will Princess Zhenyue truly be fine with 4th Miss Mo?
Zhenyue is far too unruly. She needs someone to properly temper her. Otherwise, she will certainly face hardships in the future. Besides, they are to become family in the future. Consider it an early opportunity for them to foster their relationship.
Midday on the main street.
I say, can't you get those short legs of yours moving a little faster?
Your own legs are too short. This princess is still young. In less than 2 years, I guarantee I'll be taller than you, you little runt.
Perhaps I should just send Her Royal Highness back to the residence. We're clearly not suited for each other.
No way. This princess finally got to come out and breathe some fresh air.
Mo Dongxue had an errand to run, but also worried Princess Zhenyue would cause trouble in her absence. Who knew what mischief she might get up to? So, with a sigh of resignation, she took the princess along, just as the two, one large and one small, were about to argue themselves hoarse. Their destination finally arrived.
Hey, you crazy woman! You brought this princess to this rundown place to do your business! Are you implying something because this princess feels like silencing someone right now?
Why would I go through all this trouble just to kill you? I'd simply stab you, and it'd be over.
As Mo Dongxu spoke, she carefully surveyed the surrounding dilapidated, identical-looking houses. Finally, her gaze settled on one particular house.
Your Royal Highness, we are on a secret mission, concealing our identities. For now, you are my little book boy. Just go in and pretend to be mute later.
Zhenyue pouted, which meant she agreed. Mo Dongxu walked up to the main door and knocked.
Is anyone home? Is anyone there?
Anyone inside? The courtyard remained silent.
Who lost some silver here?
The door instantly swung open, and a woman poked her head out.
Where is it? That silver is mine.
Excuse me, my lady. I am a student who came to Wendu City to take the imperial examination. I was passing by and am terribly hungry. May I ask, my lady?
Zhenyue was struggling to hold back her laughter, nearly bursting out laughing.
I assure you, I would not impose upon you for free food and drink. I can pay you extra silver.
Yeah, master, please. Come in quickly. Oh, never mind the silver. Come in. You'll be as comfortable here as at home.
Zhenyue watched this whole spectacle unfold, almost completely dumbfounded. Do people outside the palace change their expressions so rapidly? Since Her Royal Highness found the house's strange smell disagreeable, the three of them sat in the courtyard, chatting. Zhenyue had originally thought that Mo Dongxu had gone to great lengths to come here for some important matter. Instead, Mo Dongxu was casually sitting cross-legged, chatting away with the woman. The two women chattered on for over half an hour, as if they regretted not having met sooner. Zhenyue was listening to them, drone on, nearly falling asleep. Before leaving, Mo Dongxu gave all the loose silver she had brought to the woman. With tears in her eyes, the woman reluctantly saw them off at the alley entrance. Her demeanor was a complete turnaround from earlier.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
It would spoil the fun to tell you now. If you want to see a good show, just wait patiently.
He is being far too smug these past few days. The two in Qingzhou Garden must be getting restless, aren't they? Today is the appointed day for Mo Dongxu and Shi Qishan. As expected, Shi Qishan arrived at the Ruyi restaurant.
I, Shi, have come today, sincerely wishing to befriend an esteemed knight. I also ask a young hero that you be equally candid.
Of course, that is how it should be between brothers.
Who exactly are you, and why do you wish to help me, Shi? Please don't try to fob me off with those Huiyan Shi hero platitudes. I, Shi, am but a commoner, and I believe myself far from reaching that level.
Brother, Shi, you speak quite directly. I like it. Since brother Shi is so direct, it would be no fun for me to hide anything further. In fact, that day I did deliberately go to seek out brother Shi. My sole purpose was to make your acquaintance.
Shi Qishan stared at him expressionlessly. He had apparently already guessed as much.
I wonder, brother Shi, if you are familiar with diviners.
Diviners? Are you referring to those who can observe the stars at night, interpret the 8 trigrams, and analyze birth charts, and from these, discern one's destiny?
Brother Shi, your knowledge is truly extensive. It is truly a pleasure to converse with someone as well-informed as you.
You mean to say
that I am such a person? How could I possess such abilities? However, my revered master is indeed such a person. My master's identity is truly inconvenient to reveal, but he divined that, brother, she will be the pillar of our nation's future. When I descended the mountain, master repeatedly exhorted me, for the future of Kanju, our kingdom, I must certainly lend you my aid. Master, forgive me. Please lend your name as my shield for now.
Shi Qishan listened to this elaborate tale. It was profoundly mysterious, yet gazing at the young man before him, his eyes seemed exceptionally sincere. For a moment, he couldn't discern if it was truth or falsehood. If it were false, what could he possibly be after? after my jingling poverty.
It seems, brother, she still has doubts. Then, allow me another attempt. I invite brother Shi to discern its truth for himself.
Mo Dongxu then delivered a potent revelation.
You have, in fact, been researching tax reduction.
How do you know of this? Could this also be?
Mo Dongxu smiled, tacitly acknowledging Shi Qishan's inner turmoil. He had grown up among the lowest strata of society, having seen and heard too much of the common folk's suffering. His greatest wish was to enable everyone to live lives of peace and prosperity. These matters he pondered in his heart. He had never revealed to anyone. Why would this young man know? Could everything he said about Mo Dongxu be true? Naturally, Mo Dongxu knew of this matter, for after Chancellor Shi took office, he drastically implemented tax reductions for the populace. It was precisely for this reason that Shi Qishan's renown among the people grew immensely.
Brother Shi, 100 theories are not as good as one concrete action. Some things only hold value when brought to fruition. The people of Kanju Kingdom most desperately need someone like you. You should give yourself a chance. Those ruffians who extort protection fees, if the common folks' purses were full, who would still resort to such depraved acts? Or, to speak more intimately, don't you wish for your own elders to receive better care sooner?
It seemed Shi Qishan had been drawn in by the faint retreat to advanced strategy.
I'm no easy mark to just grab a random person off the street and force silver upon them. Since Brother Snake still has concerns, I don't like to make things difficult for people.
Mo Dongxu rose to his feet, having said his piece.
Everything that needed to be said has been said, and the taskmaster assigned is considered complete. I hope we'll have the chance to meet again, Snake Lord.
With that, he turned to walk away, trying to make his steps as dashing as possible.
Just now, I was being narrow-minded. What concerns could someone like me possibly have? From now on, I rely on your guidance, young hero.
Brother Snake, there is no need to keep calling me young hero. It is too formal between us. If you truly don't mind, just call me Brother Mo from now on.
Brother Mo, it wasn't in vain, all the words I spent.
He had finally won him over. After talking for a while, seeing that it was getting late, Mo Dongxu bowed in farewell. Watching his retreating figure walk further and further away, the Snake Lord was long reluctant to leave. From a carriage across the street, a slender hand lowered the curtain.
Master, shall I send a subordinate to investigate that man from just now?
Setting aside Miss Mossy, what was with that unconventional attire? Just the scene of him talking and laughing with that man earlier. It was truly conspicuous.
I trust him.
Xing Ying waited for a moment, but heard no further instruction, so he cautiously asked, "Oh,
Master, are we still going to Yihong House?"
Yihong House, the grandest pleasure house in Wendo City. To there. Xing Ying assented and drove the carriage forward.
Xing Ying, have your men investigate that man's background.
Yes, Master.
I thought Master would be utterly stunned.
How long will that mad woman torment this princess? While she sleeps soundly. And I, this princess, have to do all this dirty and tiring work.
Princess, please take a rest. Your servant will finish the rest of the work for you.
The plump servant girl with nimble hands quickly wiped the table.
You should go back to your room and rest immediately.
You, servant, your name is Cusier, isn't it? You're actually quite diligent. You're many times better than your unlucky mistress. This princess will remember you. I will certainly not mistreat you in the future.
Your servant thanks the princess. Should there be any more tasks, simply command your servant directly. Oh, Your Highness, really? So young and delicate. How can you possibly do such rough work? You don't know what we servants say about her behind her back.
Choir cut herself off mid-sentence. Realizing she had misspoken, she fell silent and continued working.
Why did you stop? Keep going!
Princess, please forgive me. As a humble servant, how can I possibly speak ill of my masters?
It seems you all suffer a great deal usually. Afan, the women must be intimidating them. Otherwise they wouldn't be laughing like that. This princess is right here. What are you afraid of? Whatever happens, this princess can take care of it for you.
The plump girl first glanced around furtively. Seeing that no one was there, she leaned over to Princess Jinyue.
This servant said, Princess, you mustn't get angry, and you absolutely mustn't let anyone else know that these words came from the servant. Otherwise, this servant